principles that Jesus advocated, and there's great wisdom in the teachings of Jesus, and I agree with those teachings.
Elon Musk recently made surprising comments about none other than Jesus. In a podcast with the Babylon Bee, Elon Musk shared some deep thoughts about religion, Jesus' teachings, forgiveness, and much more. This conversation has sparked massive interest all over the internet. So let's break down what happened and what it all means. Billionaires don't often openly discuss faith. They're usually known for their business ventures, luxury lifestyles, and occasionally big donations to charity, not for talking about deep topics like spirituality. But here Musk was, talking openly about his thoughts on Jesus, faith, and forgiveness. People from all backgrounds and beliefs tuned in because Musk's opinion on any topic, let alone religion, tends to make waves. For many, it was surprising to see someone as influential as Musk seriously consider the teachings of Jesus, even if he didn't give a straightforward yes or no to the idea of accepting him as his savior. Elon Musk's spiritual background isn't widely known. Growing up, he was actually baptized in the Anglican Church, which is something most people wouldn't expect. Musk isn't someone who typically talks about faith or religion in public, so his background in Christianity is a surprise to many. Even though he was introduced to Christianity as a child, it's clear that his beliefs have changed and developed over time. In December, Elon Musk sat down with the team from the Babylon Bee, a satirical Christian news website, for an interview that took an unexpected turn. The conversation was casual, funny, and covered a lot of random topics, giving Musk, who's usually in the spotlight for serious tech and space talk, a chance to just hang out and chat. However, things took an interesting twist at the end when the Babylon Bee's creative director, Ethan Nicolle, asked Musk a surprising question. Nicolle said, "We're wondering if you could do us a quick solid and accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Just real quick." And at first Musk grinned and looked like he was about to joke it off, which is probably what everyone expected. After all, it was a light-hearted interview, and it seemed like the Babylon Bee executives were chuckling, thinking this would just turn into another funny moment. But Musk's response was more thoughtful than anyone expected. After a quick pause, Musk replied, let's just say that I agree with the principles that Jesus advocated. And there is great wisdom in the teachings of Jesus, and I agree with those teachings." He went on to talk about some specific teachings like turn the other cheek instead of an eye for an eye.
And things like turn the other cheek are very important, because as opposed to an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind.
Musk explained how he sees forgiveness and kindness as powerful and important. He said, "An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind." He also mentioned, "Love thy neighbor as thyself," as a value he respects, which shows that he really thinks about how we treat each other and the importance of kindness. Musk ended his response with a bit of humor. He quoted Einstein, saying he believes in the God of Spinoza. Spinoza's idea of God is more like a universal force or the laws of nature, not a personal God who intervenes in human lives. Musk said, "If Jesus is saving people, I wouldn't stand in his way. Okay, sure, I'll be saved. Why not?" This blend of humor and respect made his answer memorable and surprising, giving people a rare glimpse into his thoughts on faith. After this response, Nicolle and the other Babylon Bee executives joked that they had got him to accept Jesus, but this light-hearted ending didn't take away from Musk's thoughtful words. Even though the Babylon Bee is known for its humorous and sometimes sarcastic approach, this interview showed a real side to Musk's beliefs. Cale Clark, a host from The Cale Clark Show, commented on the moment, saying that humor sometimes allows for serious topics to slip through. Clark quoted G.K. Chesterton, who said, Humor can get in under the door, while seriousness is still fumbling at the handle. Clark's point was that, even though the Babylon Bee's tone was mostly funny, their friendly approach allowed them to ask Musk deeper questions and get honest answers. Clark believes that Musk might have felt a bit surprised by Nicole's question. Maybe he was even humoring them in a polite way, but he still gave a thoughtful response that showed he wasn't totally closed off to Christianity. Musk revealed that he was baptized in the Anglican Church as a child and grew up learning about the principles Jesus taught. This background might explain why he knew and respected teachings like turn the other cheek, the golden rule, and love thy neighbor. These principles stuck with him, even if he doesn't fully identify as Christian. Clark also reflected on Musk's reference to the golden rule, a teaching often associated with Christianity. Clark pointed out that many religions have a version of the golden rule, but Jesus' teaching takes it further. While other religions may say, "Don't do unto others what you wouldn't want done to you," Jesus says, "Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you." This means it's not just about avoiding harm to others. It's about actively being kind, generous, and patient. For Jesus, it's not enough to just avoid hurting others. We're also called to love our neighbors and show them compassion. Interestingly, Musk mentioned that as a child, he used to ask questions about miracles and the mysteries of faith, but didn't feel like he got satisfying answers. This curiosity stuck with him, even if it didn't lead him down a religious path. It's clear that Musk has retained valuable insights from his early exposure to Christianity. This could be a foundation for him if he ever decides to explore faith more deeply in the future.
And I was definitely at Sunday school there, where they were telling me all the stories, and I was asking questions, and they really were upset that I was asking questions.
On Reddit, particularly in the r/atheism community, users reacted strongly to Musk's comments. Many people there have admired Musk as a forward-thinking, futurist figure, someone associated with science, space exploration, and progressive environmental initiatives. To them, Musk had represented a more secular, even atheist-aligned perspective, given his previous statements expressing doubts about religion. In fact, Musk has criticized the idea of a superconsciousness watching over humanity, and he once joked that he'd be okay with going to hell if that's where he was headed, because the vast majority of humans would be there too. Some Redditors feel that Musk's recent statements about Jesus might be insincere or even strategic. They speculated that he could be trying to gain support from religious, conservative audiences, especially those who support Trump. Others were skeptical, suggesting that Musk may be trying to protect his image ahead of possible controversies. Someone sarcastically commented that Musk's version of Jesus seems to leave out parts about compassion and humility, focusing instead on wealth and power. Another user referred to Christians as sheep, implying that they felt Musk might be taking advantage of the religious right for support. In recent years, some well-known conservative intellectuals have shown renewed interest in Christianity, even if they don't fully believe in its supernatural elements. For some, the attraction is aesthetic. For others, it's moral, political, or a combination of these. These thinkers are drawn to Christianity not so much for its core beliefs, but for the benefits they see it providing to society, such as maintaining order, promoting morality, and preserving certain traditional values. However, this raises a challenging question. Can Christianity still serve these purposes if people only half believe or even view it as a useful myth rather than a truth? For example, prominent atheist Richard Dawkins has famously called the core claims of Christianity obvious nonsense, yet he identifies as a cultural Christian because he enjoys the aesthetic aspects of Christianity, its hymns, cathedrals, and rituals. British commentator Douglas Murray describes himself as a Christian atheist, saying that while he doesn't believe in Christianity's central teachings, he values its moral structure, particularly the idea of the sanctity of the individual. Similarly, US psychologist Jordan Peterson has said he acts as if God exists because the belief provides a sense of meaning and purpose. Some thinkers even see political benefits in Christianity. Dawkins, for instance, views it as a defense against the spread of other religions, while Elon Musk believes it might help prevent population decline by encouraging family values. Writer Ayaan Hirsi Ali, who recently converted to Christianity, sees it as a stronghold against what she views as threats from wokeness, Islam, and authoritarian regimes. She expressed a symbolic belief in Jesus' resurrection, saying that, for her, the wisdom and morality of Christianity matter more than its literal truths. But can the benefits of Christianity be sustained if people don't fully believe in its teachings? Research suggests that religion doesn't necessarily create morality, but directs it toward values that promote social stability. Religious people often hold moral values that support loyalty, respect for tradition, and self-control, which are useful for maintaining order in society. History shows us that religion has been used as a tool for social stability, from ancient Egyptian pharaohs to China's current use of Confucianism under President Xi Jinping. Christianity, then, could theoretically play a similar role in the modern West. However, many conservative intellectuals find it difficult to fully accept Christianity's supernatural elements, such as the resurrection of Jesus. They are intrigued by its cultural and moral aspects, but struggle with the belief in miracles and other core religious claims. Historian Tom Holland, in his book Dominion, The Making of the Western Mind, argues that many Western values like human rights, equality, and individual dignity are rooted in Christian teachings. Even though Christianity is declining in the West, Holland believes its values still shape our societies in significant ways. Some thinkers worry that if Christianity fades away, these values could lose their power. Sacred values, ideas people hold with such deep conviction that they'll defend them at any cost, often come from religious beliefs. Without this sacredness, these values might not have the same strength to hold society together. For some, the thought of promoting Christianity as a noble lie, a beneficial myth, is tempting. However, using religion as a tool for social stability could backfire, turning something sacred into something manipulative. In the US, some Catholic groups already advocate for government promotion of Christian values. If people use Christianity simply as a defense against political threats abroad, they may unknowingly encourage religious authoritarianism at home. Ultimately, the question remains, can conservative intellectuals genuinely adopt and promote Christianity without fully believing in it? Some Christians themselves struggle with doubts. Surveys show that many British Christians don't believe in the resurrection, and some clergy members openly question central beliefs like the virgin birth or the divinity of Jesus. This indicates that it's possible to identify as Christian without holding traditional beliefs, yet it's unclear if these half-beliefs will generate the moral and social benefits that some conservatives hope for. For many, the appeal of Christianity lies in its moral lessons and the way it encourages ideas like respect for others and caring for the community. This raises a big question. Can these values be separated from Christian beliefs? If people only value the morals without the spiritual part, will these ideas still have the same strength to hold society together? Throughout history, religion has often given people a solid foundation for what's right and wrong. With less influence from religion today, Some wonder what will replace that foundation. Some thinkers believe that without something sacred or deeply respected, it's harder to bring people together with shared values. Musk's willingness to talk about Jesus shows that even in today's tech-focused world, people are still looking for meaning, purpose, and values that can guide us. So what do you think? Is Musk's openness about Jesus just him being curious, or do you think there's more to it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more discussions on trending topics, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video.